Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Makes the score.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the...
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Let's see, yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st and goal.
A gain of 32 that time. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Wentz now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First down, Ravens.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Ravens 28, Colts nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. He took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he loses the football a second time. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. They'll run the Taylor to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Marcus Peters.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down, it's Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. That's into the hands of Pascal. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
Campbell making the catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They run with Taylor. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy. Mike 38,
On play action, Wentz. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there. First and 10, Taylor now. Shedding through the defense. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Colts 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
For Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 6.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
The Raven first down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Sunday. We get it. 25. Check 25.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
That's good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
6-yard line.
Least by two. Bring it.
Back to Taylor on first down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Jackson from the shotgun. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Jared Wilson, and they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Wentz. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. And they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Baltimore.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing on second down. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
On third down, here's Taylor. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
3-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end. That'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Taylor.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
I'm coming after you. Slam. Joker. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Mike 20. Hey, man. Watch the boot. There go Mike 20. Blue dead.
Throwing his Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Great 15. That's it. I'm coming after you. Hey, check 24. Sunday. Hey, kill. Hey, Mike 20. That's it. Silver.
Wentz going to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
21-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.